I was having absences in school, and I'd always been quite a quiet child, quite the good girl, and all of a sudden, as far as my teachers were aware, I was the child that was daydreaming and not paying attention, and it wasn't something that they could really put their finger on. It wasn't something I was aware of. Obviously, when I was diagnosed, it then became apparent that this was having an impact. You suddenly realise at the age of 7 you're very different to your friends with a condition that actually at that point wasn't really spoken about. So the impact was quite huge. When pretty much as soon as I found out I was pregnant, I started having complex partial seizures again, was quite unwell with the epilepsy. And I started looking online for information, things that would help me, anyone else's experiences. And there wasn't really very much out there, and I found that quite isolating and quite lonely, and I started blogging quite honestly. I honestly didn't believe that anyone other than, maybe my mum, my husband would read it, but I thought I'll give it a go, and it seemed to strike a chord with many women quite quickly, and on the back of that I set up a Facebook support group that has grown phenomenally over the last 10 years. I've seen epilepsy research come a long way, but it's not been quick enough, and I think a lot of the reason that's not happened is because it's overlooked and underfunded. So I think we have to look to the future now, and we have to make those long-term investments and really put epilepsy research on the agenda in terms of the government, and making sure the awareness is raised and the funding is achieved, because that's the only way we're going to hit those long-term goals. And if we've come this far in the last 30 years, who knows where we can be in another 30, especially if we really make this a priority for the government and we really get those investments to fund the research. I'm Faye, and I'm supporting the 1 in 100 campaign with the Epilepsy Research Institute.